enough. I need a break, they raise stakes, my degree obsolete. Soon as I got a university and focus on the teaching, university is schooling for the profit. And I'm just wanting a billion. They try to put on a brochure, my pigment push their agenda. They won't protect me from lenders.
Hello everyone, my name is Roderick D. Talley, and I'd like to welcome you all to our book review number 6. Yeah, we're already at number 6, that's crazy. But before I get into this review, I'd like to remind you all of how I actually do reviews. First of all, I only give positive feedback because, for one, there's no wrong way to write. And I want to make sure that I'm encouraging these writers to keep sharing their stories and their experiences however they feel like it, however God leads them to. And number 2, there's already enough critics in the world, so I'm making sure I do the opposite and spread love and positivity through everything that I do, including these book reviews. Now, without further ado, I'd like to introduce the next book that we'll be reviewing, and it is Beauty Is by Mrs. Kristi M. Eddy. Now, I got the chance to meet this wonderful young lady at the Black Writers on Tour Expo earlier this year back in Carson, California. And she was my neighboring vendor at this event. And we quickly found out that we had the same alma mater, so it was all good. And then I noticed that she had a couple of children's books, and she told me what really guided her to writing these books, and the purpose behind these books is phenomenal. So this is a children's book coming from the perspective of a young girl who's on a journey to discover what the definition of beauty really is. Now, along her journey, she finds several different things, and she discovers several different truths and learns several different great lessons. But in this review, I'm only going to present 3 of those points that I really enjoyed. So the first part that I really like that the author presents in this book is the fact that her mother, on numerous occasions, reminds her that beauty is within her. And that's very important because we need to teach these children at a very young age that they are very beautiful and that they are very valuable. That way, when they get older and they start facing real challenges and real oppositions that might try to tell them differently, it's already embedded in them that they're very valuable, that they're already a beautiful person just the way that they are. So the second part that I really like that the author presents in this book is a bit of a self-doubting moment about midway through the book. And this is when the young girl starts to get a little discouraged because she's seeing that society's definition of beauty doesn't quite match up with what she looks like or what her mother said to her. This is a really good point because I know not just young children go through this, but we go through this as adults a lot, where we might feel like we're not good enough, where we don't look good enough. And so this is important to remind yourself. This is a good reminder to ourselves that we are beautiful. Our beauty isn't based on what society might define it as. So the third part that I really like about this book is towards the end where the mother confirms with the young girl that beauty is within her. Beauty is undefined, and she makes sure that the young girl knows this. This is awesome because I love this point because it is biblical. We are all made in God's image. We are fearfully and wonderfully made. God took his time to make each and every one of us. Our differences makes us so great. You know, we're not made the same. Even if you're kind of identical, we have similarities, yeah, but God made a lot of differences in us, and we're beautiful just the way you are. So I want y'all to remember that. It's important that you all remember that. So you're not frowning and looking at other people like, oh, I wish I had their body type, or I wish I had their height or weight or whatever it is. And realize like, hey, you are the way you are because God made you that way. God put special gifts in you that nobody else has. Now, there are a few ways you can get this book. It's available on a couple of websites. The first one is www.mrscalifornia2017.com, and it's also available on beautyis.shop. You can also find her on Instagram at beautyis_shop. I'd like to thank you all very much for tuning in. And until next time, y'all have a blessed day. I would like to thank the awesome Mr. Rain Raps for allowing me to use his music. Make sure y'all follow and support this gentleman by listening to his music, available on both Spotify and SoundCloud. Here at RD Talley Books Publishing, we are doing several things to help other writers and artists achieve the goals that they have set forth for themselves. If you'd like to view any more information, or if you have any specific question as to how we could be of assistance to you, feel free to visit our website at www.rdtalleybooks.com, or you can email me directly at rodericktalley@gmail.com.